Mission accepted. Hey everyone, welcome back to another review. Today we are taking a look at Gundam Universe, Wing Gundam ZERO EW. I am Mr. Blast, and thank you so much for tuning in. Here's this box. It looks so nice. Got the Gundam Wing logo here. Oh, choking hazard. Oh, right on the front. They really don't want you to eat these toys. No, they don't. Tamashii Nations, Bandai, GU07. I have had this figure for quite a few years now, and I've never opened it. I figured I've got Gundam Wing, Deathscythe Hell EW edition. We need to open Hiroyui's Gundam as well. Looks really nice on the box. You can never go wrong with the Gundam Universe boxes. I really like the way these look. All right, let's take a moment. Let's get this guy right out of the box. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and we're back. Here he is out of the packaging, and he looks fantastic. I'm not going to lie, I poked my fingers a few times with some of the really pointy bits, as you can see on the tips of the feathers. And, you know, just like any other Gundam Universe figure, they all have pointy bits. It hurts. I understand why they do it. It gives it a really nice aesthetic. I love the colors on this guy. Just red, blue, yellow, and white just all work so well with the little bits of green in the eyes or in the chest, or in the case of the Buster rifles that it comes with. It's got that little bit of green on the outside there, the scopes, I guess you could say. Here's the extra hands it comes with. One's actually has a trigger finger. The other one does not, but you can put the Buster rifles in each hand. You can actually pull them apart just like this. Because as you know, when he got the Wing Zero upgrade, he had two Busters instead of just the one that he did up until that point when the original Wing Gundam was destroyed. But he looks really, really good. So let's take him off the stand. Stop this, and we'll have a closer look at him. And he looks great. I love the little bit of muted, I guess muted gold / yellow. It's not overly shiny. You can't fingerprint it to death. And I just like the way the crest looks. Looks really good. This is a very good representation, in my opinion, of Wing Zero Custom Endless Waltz Edition. He's got the bits of green here, green in his eyes, green on his crown, and right up here where the, I believe this is actually one of the cameras that they use, that Hiroyui uses to see out of Wing Zero when he's piloting this Gundam. Very pointy bits on the gauntlets. As you can see, he's got green on the gauntlets here as well. Very nice looking mobile suit altogether. These were kind of a little bit of an issue putting these wings on right here. They kind of snap in on a little ball peg there. And the same goes for on this side too. But once you get them in, they're not really that difficult to maneuver. He is a little bit backpack heavy. I've seen some people talk about how theirs has this issue leaning back too far. Mine kind of does it. It is a bit loose though. Like it doesn't really take all that much effort to get it to kind of do one of these. Now, if I forcibly, I mean, I really don't have to put that much pressure. You can see I'm barely pushing him back, but really it doesn't mess with the aesthetic of the figure itself. He's got a nice waist swivel. He's got the nice hip skirts here. These only move up and down. They are extremely pointy, so be careful. Not so much to poke yourself, but you could break the tips on these things. You don't want to do that. So just like up here, his shoulder pads look really good. And he just looks like a really nice figure. I really enjoy this guy. You could add a nice panel lining to this and make him really pop on the shelf, as you can with all the other Gundams that you see up there in the background. His feet, same thing. He's got nice, I guess this is just really kind of exaggerated, the foot pivot he's got here. He can turn his ankle a bit. He's got, just like most of the other Gundams, he can almost do a 45-degree angle. Let me get that wing out of the way. He can almost do a 45-degree angle, as you can see there. Little bit of thigh swivel, more actually up here rather than on the actual thigh itself. And his head can turn not quite all the way around because he's got these machine gun covers here on his shoulders that kind of block him from doing so. On the back, you can kind of see you have to maneuver these wings around a lot to get things to work. They do snap in really well, though. These are not coming off. Unfortunately, this does not move. Only the wing part up here actually moves. Now, these you can move up and down. like so. Well, that popped out because I was being a little too rough with it, but I don't know, maybe it is a little weaker than I thought it was. But he looks really good, though. He looks really nice. It is a really good representation of Wing Zero. I don't even know if you can find this guy anymore. He might be long out of print because of how long ago I bought this figure. I just happened to get lucky and randomly found it on a shelf at, I want to say it was one of my Walmart stores nearby, because they do sell Gundam Wing or Gundam Universe figures. Okay, so there we go. We've got him spinning back around on the stand itself. He does stand up. I don't have him in the best posing position. I kind of just stuck him up on the stand just so you guys can see what he looks like. But like I said, he looks really good. Actually, let's get a hold of Deathscythe Hell Custom and let's see what they look like side by side. All right, here they are together on the shelf, and I think they look amazing together. I can't wait till they come out with the other 3 suits from the mainline 5. Of course, Gundam Heavy Arms Custom, Gundam Sandrock, and not Shenron, or Shenlong, but he calls him Ultron Gundam, I believe. I'll have to double check. I'll have to fact check myself on that. It's been a while since I watched Gundam Wing and Endless Waltz, but I'll put it somewhere on the screen at the bottom here so you guys can see and so I can remember the name. But they do look really good together. I hope it's not too many years before we get the rest. Now, there is one glaring issue that I have with this figure, and it's not so much the aesthetics or anything like that. It's the accessories. He only comes with the double Buster rifle here, which looks really nice. And it's weird because he comes with these two, but look like the beam saber handles. If anyone knows what these are, please let me know. I don't know. Maybe. Oh, no way. Okay. I just realized it looks like these actually go on this. Am I crazy? Am I wrong? Hold on a minute. Is that supposed to go there? Well, let me take one of these off here. Hold on. We're discovering things together, guys. I honestly did not know that this goes on here. Why doesn't this fit? Oh, it goes on the bottom. Hold on. I'm trying to like figure out how this goes. Okay, so it goes here on the bottom. Oh, so these aren't even beam sabers. This is part of the actual Buster rifle itself. So, okay, well, that kind of answers that question. Look at that. See, like I said, I promise you guys, when I open these figures, it's the first time I've ever opening them and showing them to you on camera. So we're discovering these things together. I thought these were the handles for the beam sabers, but they're not. It's just the ends of the Buster rifle in this case. So there you go. He doesn't come with a beam saber, which is just insane to me. I don't understand how they missed that at the time. I mean, Deathscythe Hell has his scythe, which makes total sense. It's literally his main weapon. He does have a couple of the Vulcan cannons up here at the top, as does Wing Zero, so which is great. But I don't understand why he doesn't have the beam saber. I feel like I'm gonna harp on this forever. But yeah, other than that, it's a fantastic figure. If you guys can find this guy somewhere, I highly recommend picking it up. All of these mobile suits are going to look really good together once they complete the set. Of course, any other teams that you may want to put together, these guys just look really nice together. The colors clash in the best way. They have the nice pointed shoulder tips and all that stuff, and they just look really, really nice. Anyway, that's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I am Mr. Blast. You have been watching a review about the Gundam Universe, Gundam Wing, Wing Gundam ZERO EW Edition. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. See ya.